who's picked as Baltimore's most desperate housewife or man. One lucky winner gets a trip or two to the set of ABC's hit show Desperate Housewives, a.k.a. Wisteria Lane, in L.A., courtesy of Southwest Airlines, serving Baltimore, Washington better than ever with a new terminal coming soon to BWI. Same Southwest convenience, whole new setting. Plus $1,000 courtesy of the Maryland State Lottery. Let yourself play. 6 finalists win $500 each. That's Baltimore's most desperate housewife or man contest. Saturday, March 26th, only on ABC2.
Maaco has just revolutionized late model auto body repair and painting with the creation of our Cosmolision service. You won't even know it was repaired. For all your cosmetic and collision needs, better get Maaco, America's Cosmolision specialist.
You're watching ABC2 Baltimore.
Bob Bell Nissan celebrates March Madness by bringing the big dance to Bob Bell Nissan. Up to $5,000 price breaks. Over 250 Nissans from $79 a month for 39 months. The biggest savings ever on Nissan cars and trucks. Eastern Avenue across East Point Mall.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Sam Davis of the Sun. Alongside me, my co-host Keith Mills, sports anchor here at ABC2. This week marked the beginning of spring sports. We've got some early season lacrosse and baseball action, and we'll officially close out the winter season with a couple of all-star games.
And two real special guests, Johnny Higgins of Randallstown, Chelsea Jeter of Milford, both won state championships. And they're athletes of the week. We'll meet them in just a few minutes, but let's go to the Toyota highlights.
All right, yeah, we begin our Toyota highlights with basketball. The 2004-2005 basketball season was a banner one for area boys basketball teams. 8 area teams made it to the state semifinals, and 2 from the city, Dunbar and Walbrook, and 1 from Baltimore County, Randallstown, won state titles. Friday at Dunbar, some of the best players from the city and county squared off against each other in their annual all-star game at Dunbar.
Yeah, full house at Dunbar. Todd Wade, the coach at Eastern Tech, running the County Stars. See Dwayne Burrows, the coach in the girls game, and 2 of our favorite people.
That's right. Yeah, there's Kelvin Bridges and of Walbrook there, and Eric Lee of Dunbar. The boys coaches, both state champs.
Both state champs. Now the county in the blue. Kevin Palmer the miss. Nathan Irby to Antoine Lawrence for the slam.
Antoine Lawrence.
What a many.
Yes, he starts this dunkathon off. 6'5" senior plays for Mervo, coached by Darrell Wade.
Now the county, number 31, Shamar Davis, kind of loses his footing, and the city runs number 30, Eugene Scott with the slam. It's 43-20 city after 1. Now the county got some dunks of their own. Number 30, David Brady in the open court.
Yeah, David Brady, 6-foot senior. You don't hear a lot from him. He's from Sparrows Point, showing some hops.
Now watch this. This is Shamar Davis. Loses the handle, gets it back, and dunks.
That's a beautiful play. That's my play of the game.
No question, and no travel. Now Davis in the middle of a lot of things. The dish to number 55 here, Ryan Horahan, the 6'6" senior from Delaney, and the County Stars coming back. But the city comes right back in the fourth quarter. Number 44, Richard Myers to number 32, Harvey Page. It's 110-86 City.
Yeah, Richard Myers of Southwestern, Harvey Page of Dubois. They led City with 24 points each.
I love watching these games because you don't see a lot of these guys during the season. Right, this is Carlos Meganson, shaking and baking from Eastern Tech.
Yeah, Carlos, 5-foot senior from Eastern Tech, helped lead that team to the state semifinals.
City comes right back. Craig Singletary to Deron Garner getting down. The Baltimore City All-Stars winner. Wait till you hear the score, folks. 155-106.
It's like an NBA All-Star score.
A defensive highlight film we just saw.
Julian Bradley of Owings Mills named the MVP for the county. Edward Tyson of state champ Walbrook, the MVP of the city. They're getting his award from Bob Wade. Okay, it was also a banner year for Baltimore City and Baltimore County girls basketball teams this season, as each league sent 2 teams to the state basketball championships a week ago. 2 Baltimore County teams, Newtown and Milford Mill, won titles, and 2 city teams, Southside and City, finished as runner-up. Friday at Dunbar, members of those 4 teams joined other city and county players in the Baltimore City versus County girls All-Star game at Dunbar.
Yeah, both Ron Belenko runs the Baltimore County athletic program, and Bob Wade of the city on hand.
Yeah, and Joe Masterman there from Baltimore County,
yes,
right in between.
And that's a good turnout. Dwayne Burrows of Woodlawn coached the County Stars. City girls coached by George Petrides, Don Graham, and Tim Burrows, and the Baltimore County in blue, using their defense here, and a familiar name, number 22, Brittany Taylor.
Brittany Taylor, an all-metro guard from Woodlawn, a 3-year starter for the Warriors.
City Stars answer with some long-range shooting. Alyssa Brown from downtown.
Alyssa Brown went to Carver, didn't get a lot of publicity, but proved Friday night, like all Carver graduates, she can go.
No Brooklyn Park grads in this game. Tammy Rogers shaking and baking to number 32, Andrea Justice.
Milford Milton overly in that play. Tammy helped the Millers win the state championship. Andrea starting center for the Falcons.
And Chelsea Jeter looking on. We'll talk to her in a minute. She was also in this game. George Petrides and the City squad go inside to Angela Spate, number 44.
Yeah, Angela Spate and Patrice Griffin led Southside to the Class 1A state championship game a second year in a row.
Patrice Griffin represented her school and herself well. The reverse layup. City up 42-35 at the half. Fourth quarter, the county tries to keep it close. Chelsea Jeter has something to do with this. Yes, she does. Amy Lavenstein will hit the jumper, and that was a pretty executed play there.
Yeah, Amy Lavenstein played at Perry Hall. Outstanding career for the Gators.
But City goes on to win. Dia Bailey the miss. De'Ara Washington falling down gets the shot, and the City girls win 73-55.
Alyssa Brown named the MVP for the City All-Stars. All right, Sunday marked the first official day of the spring, but area teams got the spring season started earlier this week. Tuesday at McDonough, two teams ranked among the Suns' preseason top 15 met as number 3 McDonough, a team looking to make some noise in the A Conference with 11 starters back, hosted number 10 John Carroll, a team that went 16-1 a year ago to win the B Conference title for a second straight season.
Cold March day at McDonough. This is why I like basketball.
Doesn't look
you
like
play
spring.
Indoors. You don't need earmuffs. You don't need parkas. You just you just play. Jake Reed, All-American goalie at Maryland back in 1976. He's the coach of McDonough. His Eagles in white Sam clicking from the get-go. Collins Carey, Jimmy Daly to number 17, Bryn Holmes.
Yeah, Bryn Holmes there on that play won a national wrestling championship at McDonough earlier this month. Jimmy Daly, 2 goals and 2 assists in this game.
It was 4-0. Could have been worse. Porter Kerr on the shot, but Mark Boyle of John Carroll with the save.
Yeah, 1 of 12 saves for Boyle. He faced 35 shots in the first half alone.
35 shots.
It's like the basketball game.
That's right. That's a good point. McDonough in control. Travis Reed battles the double team to number 11, Brian Weiss. 3 goals and 2 assists for Weiss. 1 minute later, Reed again to number 8, Collins Carey with the behind-the-back goal.
Travis Reed, he is the coach's son, had 3 goals and 2 assists. Collins Carey, 1 goal, 5 assists.
11-0 Eagles, but John Carroll, to their credit, didn't quit. Brad Leppert with the goal. He had both for John Carroll, but this day and this game belong to McDonough. Andrew Feinberg, number 29. Watch the steal right there. The pass to Bobby Fisher. 3 goals and 3 assists for Feinberg. McDonough wins 24-2. The Eagles are 2-0 after this game.
Okay. Over the years, a long-running Babe Ruth baseball classic at Cardinal Gibbons has become a regular occurrence, helping kick off the start of the spring season. In this year's semifinals, Gibbons beat St. Mary's 11-5, and St. John's Prospect Hall beat St. Mary's 10-0 to set up a championship game matchup on Saturday between the host Crusaders and St. John's.
Yeah, the Babe himself once paroled these grounds when it was St. Mary's back in the early 1900s. This is Lee Schwarzenberg, the coach of the Crusaders, with assistant Tim Crawford. And his team a little snake bit early. Now, Gibbons in the red in the first inning. This is Nick Schultz of St. John's with the bad throw. Watch number 13, Mike Drexler, round second and get the green light. But a nice tag by Roger O'Donoghue with a big play right there.
Nice play.
Yeah, that ends that rally. St. John's really actually led 1-0 in the second. Gibbons second. St. John's again thwarts the rally. Johnny Jackson, the pop-up. Watch Johnny Duggan stay with it. Does he have it?
Nice juggling that game. He got it. That's an out.
Yes, he does. Good
day. Defense.
Good day for Duggan, Sam.
Yeah, Duggan's pitched a 1-hit shutout and hit a home run, and St. John's win over Lutheran to reach the finals.
Gibbons also played some good defense. Johnny Jackson fields the grounder to Bugs Marks at third for 1, to Mike Grace for the double play, and then the Gibbons offense comes on track. Gibbons down 1-0 in the third 3-run rally. Mike Grace, who is a sharpshooting member of the Gibbons basketball team.
Yeah, big 3-pointer for that team.
Absolutely. Adam Dolch scores. Mike Drexler to third, and Gibbons on the board.
Gibbons ripped 12 hits in this game. Bugs Marks, Bobby Pollitt, Adam Dolch, and Mike Young, all with doubles.
This is Mike Young, just a sophomore, number 17. Rips, that scores Mike Drexler and Mike Grace. Gibbons wins its own Babe Ruth Classic 12-4. The Bambino, I'm sure, would be proud.
I'm sure
because they had hot dogs after the game.
There you go, exactly. Lots of food after the game.
That's not Babe Ruth, that's Mike Young.
All right, still much more to come on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Up next, you're going to meet our 2 state champion athletes of the week. So stick around.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Toyota, moving forward.
Lots of Toyota cars, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Get $500 cash back from Toyota on Corollas or lease for just $179 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. 05 Camrys get $750 cash back or lease for only $199 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
This is the operating room of the future at the University of Maryland Medical Center, where renowned surgeons are working with leading technology companies to bring medicine into the 21st century. Here, the largest of heart surgeries are being performed through the smallest of holes. Doctors are performing cardiac microsurgeries once thought impossible. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no,
Not cool.
I did not know you were there. I can change.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that?
That is really condescending.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Let's meet this week's Athletes of the Week. Our female honoree is Chelsea Jeter of Milford Mill. The senior forward led the Millers to their first state basketball championship and their first #1 ranking. In the state class 3A tournament, Chelsea averaged 31 points, 23 rebounds, and 13 steals per game. In the Millers' upset of then top-ranked River Hill, she had 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 steals. Our male athlete of the week is Randallstown basketball guard Johnny Higgins. Only a sophomore, he led the Rams to a 26-1 record and the Class 3A state title with a 78-76 overtime win over Bethesda Chevy Chase in the title game and a semifinal win over Crossland of PG County. Johnny combined for 45 points, 12 rebounds, 11 steals, and 7 assists. Congratulations to Chelsea and Johnny, and welcome to Replay to both of you.
Hi.
All right, Chelsea, we're going to start with you, and we'll talk about Milford Mill basketball. And let's go back to the state semifinals and talk about the huge victory you guys had over River Hill, which was ranked #1 at the time. You scored 14 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, did a great defensive job against their big, talented center who's headed for, I think, Delaware. Talk to us about that game and why you played so well and why the team played so well, and what worked for you guys?
Because we were the underdog in the situation. Everybody thought that River Hill, because they was #1 and undefeated, that they were going to beat. So that's why I think they really did good.
Okay, so you guys get up big time, you knock off River Hill, but that's not it. Then you got to come back in a day later and you got to take on Paint Branch in the state semifinal. We're watching some highlights of that game against Paint Branch right there. But you got to take on Paint Branch in the semifinals and Paint Branch, I'm sorry, in the championship. How do you guys not, get so fired up about the River Hill win that you keep your head straight and play well against Paint Branch?
Even though we beat River Hill, we still were the underdog in the situation. Everybody didn't believe in us that we could win a state championship, so that was our motivation.
Okay. Now, let's talk about Coach Pam Wright a little bit. Not your coach this year. She coached Newtown to a state championship, but she was with Milford Mill for years and years prior to that. 7 straight times she took teams to the state semifinals. 3 of them you played on, couldn't get that championship. As soon as she leaves, you guys win a championship. How do you explain that?
I don't think it was the coach. It was just that we had 7 seniors, and we wanted a legacy or something to leave behind.
Okay. All right, great. Chelsea, one last question for you. You're a senior. Colleges are starting to give you a call. You're starting to look around. Are you going to play basketball at the next level?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of program do you think you're looking for?
A Division I program.
Okay. Major Division I, small, trying to?
I'm not going to limit anything.
Okay.
So.
All right, good. Keep your options open.
Yes.
All right. On to you, Johnny. Congratulations to Randallstown and your state championship. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is that overtime victory. We saw it last week. We had highlights of Melvin Alazy's layup at the buzzer in overtime to beat Bethesda Chevy Chase. My first question for you would be, How did you guys maintain your composure going into overtime? You had a grueling game against this team, a low-scoring game. Then it goes an extra period. But you watching that game, seemed like you guys just kind of held together. You didn't quit. And, you know, till the end, the ball falls in Melvin's hand at the right time. He puts it in. How'd you pull it off?
We just took it one possession at a time, and we just went on and played basketball.
Okay. Now, the Randallstown team, you were new to Randallstown this year, but this team made it to the region semifinals last year, lost in that. Was it a realistic goal for this team to win a state championship this season?
Yes. Okay. We took it like, we went counties, regional, states, one at a time.
And we're watching some highlights there of you, Johnny, against Bethesda in that championship game. Walbrook finished the season with the #1 ranking. Mount St. Joe finished #2. Walbrook had 2 losses. St. Joe had more than 2 losses. You guys only had 1 loss to Southwestern. I know your coach, Kim Rivers, feel that you guys should have been #1, and you feel the same. Talk to us about your reasons why.
You got to look at it. We had 1 loss. They had 3. Walbrook had 2. We felt as though we should have had our respect.
Right, and we're watching that classic celebration by your coach, Kim Rivers, last week. You guys get a good kick out of that? Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Johnny, last question. You're a sophomore. You'll be back next season, but you're losing a lot of talent from Randallstown. You guys have 4 seniors that will graduate and move on, so obviously it'll be a little bit of a rebuilding, but what will your role be on this team as you guys move forward?
My role next year will be a big leader and step up during big games.
Okay. And one last question. I'm sorry. Douglas High School, you guys have a great rivalry going with them. I mean, they go and win whoever gets by seems to win the state championship between you and Douglas each season. You guys knocked them off this year, so you went on and won the state championship. Next year, you both are moving both are moving in classification, but you're going to stay in the same classification, Class 2A. Tell me about that rivalry with Douglas and how special that's becoming for you 2 teams.
I love it. It's just competition out there.
Okay, great. Johnny, Johnny, today is your birthday. Chelsea and I have done something special. We're going to sing happy birthday to you. Just put Chelsea on the spot. No, that's it. Thanks. Thank you both for being here. Really appreciate it. And again, congratulations on the state championships.
Thanks.
All right, stick around. When we come back, we got the remarkable story of a female wrestler at Western School of Technology who made history by qualifying for the state tournament this year.
Lots of Toyota SUVs, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Save with $750 cash back from Toyota on Highlanders, or lease for $269 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. 8-passenger Sequoias. Choose $750 cash back or low 3.9% APR financing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
At the University of Maryland Medical Center, acclaimed neurologists and neurosurgeons are treating advanced Parkinson's disease with a revolutionary new procedure. In the operating room of the future, surgeons navigate the deepest regions of the brain to provide major symptom relief with minimum side effects. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
So, here's the one you saw on Cars.com. It's silver with alloy wheels and a bed liner.
Give me 5, man. Up high. Can you wiggle it?
Wiggle what?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's all right, we'll work on it.
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact the dealer.
Can you bird it? Can you do the bird?
Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
So, what do you think?
In the time it takes to take out the trash, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Let's get campy.
New clothes are fun, but they won't save you money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
It's a team effort we're showcasing in this week's Villa Julie for the Record segment. When the Dunbar Poets won the Class 1A basketball championship last weekend, it gave the school a rare double. They joined the Poets football team, which won the state championship last fall. The team's 69-56 win over Pocomoke also gave Dunbar its 10th state basketball title that ties the school with Gwynn Park for second most titles, following only Allegheny, which has 14, and the Poets beat Allegheny in the state semifinals and make sure they didn't rack up another state title this year.
Very impressive. Eric Lee's done a great job.
He has done a great job, and I don't think it's going to be long before Dunbar is going to own that record. They're just winning at an unbelievable.
What did I think Kim Rivers said it was a Dunbar Invitational down there.
Just happy to be there. All right. A few weeks ago here on Replay, we met a remarkable young lady from Arundel High named Nicole Woody, who earned Athlete of the Week honors after qualifying for the state boys wrestling tournament at 103 pounds. But when Woody took the mat at Cole Fieldhouse for the 3A, 4A state tournament, she wasn't alone. Western Tech's Jade Hendricks joined Woody as the first females ever to make it to the state boys wrestling tournament, competing at 103 pounds in the 1A, 2A division. Here's a closer look at the road she traveled from Replay's Candace McCrae.
She's 4 feet 11 inches and one of the toughest wrestlers in Baltimore County. A senior at Western School of Technology is proving that girls can do anything.
In 9th grade, it was either choose between basketball or wrestling, but I chose basketball the first year. Then after that, I decided it wasn't a sport with enough aggression, so I chose wrestling. And ever since then, I've been wrestling.
Jade Hendricks is making history and paving a path for female wrestlers to follow. Her toughness led her to one of the top state wrestling tournaments, a first for a girl.
She proved soon enough that she was definitely one of the wrestlers. I mean, she's just as tough as anyone we have. This is only her second year of wrestling, so it's incredible that she's picked up as much as she has, as quick as she has. She's just gaining more confidence. And, you know, the more she learns, the more confident she gets. And the more confident she gets, the more victory she gets. It's that simple.
Jade finished the season with a 21-12 record. Not everyone was pleased to see her come to the mat.
It is discouraging, and I get kind of angry after the match, but then it just kind of pushes me to want to go further, want to succeed, just to prove them wrong.
Jade has faced many challenges as a young lady, but learned how to overcome them. Her mother died when she was just 13. Her aunt and uncle became her parents.
I was a little concerned about the contact and you know what would happen there, but Jade, you know, pretty much she knows what she wants to do, and I don't want to stand in her way. And if this was, you know, something that was very important to her, then I wasn't going to stop her.
Jade is one of the best wrestlers at Western School of Technology. Not only does she excel on the mat, she excels in the classroom as well.
She's one of the reasons we get into teaching. She's done extremely well.
Jade's advanced placement history teacher, Alan Lagan, says she stands out from the rest.
She's the kind of student that every teacher wants, and I'm grateful to have her in my classroom. Not only is she very intelligent, and now she's very athletic, and she's doing things in a bold fashion, which I don't think is typical for a teenager.
She has a 4.0 GPA. Last year she was only in the 10th grade. Now this year she's a senior. You know, she skipped the 11th grade. She fulfilled her requirements. So she has it everywhere. She's an athlete. She's all academic. Well-rounded. Very well-rounded person.
While wrestling is a hobby, school is a priority. In the fall, Jade is looking forward to college at Virginia Tech, where she wants to study engineering. But she also hopes to participate in the wrestling program.
She's always been that way from the day she was born. She just had this go-get attitude. But she's made me proud, and I'm sure she made her mom and dad proud too.
I am a female wrestling. It's pretty neat going out there and being able to beat the guys. I just love wrestling.
It's a very nice job by Candace. And, you know, we had Nicole Woody on the show as an Athlete of the Week. We just met Jade Hendricks. And what strikes me about both of these young ladies is that this is not a publicity stunt or something to get attention, that they're both very serious about being wrestlers and competing as athletes, not as girl athletes in boys sports.
Absolutely, and you just saw the video practice, and you could see the work and the intensity and the commitment that she puts in. Great story. Right. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Two dedicated and tough young ladies. Okay.
Absolutely.
Stay with us when we come back. A lacrosse preview by Sun sports reporter Lim Satterfield.
Lots of Toyota models, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Get 500 cash back from Toyota on RAV4 or lease for $229 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Lease Sienna, just $239 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Or choose 3.9% APR financing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
There's a cancer center in Maryland that's leading the way in the fight against cancer. Here, specialists take a minimally invasive approach to treatment so patients can get on with their lives. And researchers and physicians are working together to give individuals the most advanced treatment options, some of which are only available here, where hope is a way of life. The University of Maryland Greenebaum Cancer Center.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
Honey, does this make me look fat?
You betcha. In the time it takes to pull out the sleeper sofa, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Can your glue do this or this? Wonder Glue can, but it won't save you any money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
For results and schedules and anything else you want to know about high school sports, go to the Sun's website at www.baltimoresun.com.
And if you'd like to contact us here at the show, you can email us at replay@baltimoresun.com.
All right, lacrosse is back, and we put Sun sports writer Lim Satterfield on the spot to tell us which teams to watch this spring.
Spring is here, and that means so is high school boys lacrosse. And that means that the nation's most competitive high school lacrosse league, the Maryland Interscholastic Athletic Association, is ready to kick into high gear. St. Paul's, led by Gavin Gill and Bart Wagner, will try to win another A-Conference title. But they'll get challenged by McDonough, boys Latin, and last year's runner-up Gilman. Over in Howard County, Centennial will try to defend its 3A, 2A state title, and in Baltimore County, Pikesville will try to defend its 2A, 1A state title. On the 4A, 3A level, Severna Park of Anne Arundel County, the defending state champion, will engage in its annual battle for supremacy with Delaney of Baltimore County. Tune in and let's see what happens.
Thanks, Lim. All right, before we leave you, a couple of reminders about some high school sports special sections. Be sure to take a look at the 2005 spring preview, which came out on Friday. You can also see it on BaltimoreSun.com. But also be sure to look out tomorrow on Monday for the winner 2004-2005 All-County and All-Metro teams. Okay, that's it for this week's edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. From my partner Keith Mills, I'm Sam Davis. We thank you for watching. Have a great week of sports, and we'll see you here next week.
Yeah, we'll leave you with a look at some hot shots, some of the best high school sports photos from the Sun's Crackerjack photo staff.
perfect mix of fuel efficiency and performance. The Civic Hybrid from Honda.
Chevy Equinox LT all-wheel drive. With the highest government crash test ratings for front and side impacts. 5 stars. It looks good from every angle. And now you can lease an 05 Equinox LT all-wheel drive for around $249 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealer.
Hi, we switched to Fair and Flexible at Sprint because our old wireless company charges huge fees for going over our minutes on our plan. So if Mom called, you think, is it worth it? Is a 20-minute conversation about what her cat did today worth it? I mean, it's a cat.
Which is why you switched.
Yes.
No more huge overages. Sprint automatically adds anytime minutes as you need them. Every 100 minutes costs just $5. Others charge $35 or more. Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
CarMax is the best place to buy a used car. Low, no haggle prices, a huge selection, and guaranteed quality mean customers have a great car buying experience. So it's no surprise that CarMax is also a great place to work. We're proud to announce that CarMax has just been named one of Fortune's 100 best companies to work for. CarMax, the way car buying should be, and a great place to work.
Bob Nissan celebrates March Madness by bringing the big dance to Bob Bell Nissan. Up to $5,000 price breaks. Over 250 Nissans from $79 a month for 39 months. The biggest savings ever on Nissan cars and trucks. Eastern Avenue across from East Point Mall.
Norm Lewis and the ABC2 News Storm Team works for you.
Outs, 20 strikeouts. Senior from St. Paul, Steven Johnson, put his name in the high school record book earlier this week with a performance to remember, number 19 on his game as his dad Dave looked on, the former Oriole. Welcome and happy Easter, everyone. I'm Keith Mills.
And I'm Sam Davis, and welcome to another edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. You just saw a great video of Steven Johnson, and we have even more exciting baseball and lacrosse action this week.
Yeah, Spalding and Eastern Tech played a good baseball game on Saturday. Great girls lacrosse showdown last night between Severn and Broadneck, but our Toyota highlights to kick off St. Paul's and McDonald.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it is a rare that a high school baseball game in March draws 55 professional scouts, but Tuesday at McDonald, that was just the case when the number 6 Eagles hosted number 5 St. Paul's. The game featured a dream pitching matchup as the area's top pro prospects, Steve Johnson of St. Paul's, took on McDonough's Brandon Irby.
Yeah, Brandon Irby of McDonough in the white number 15, already signed with the University of Miami. Could go, as Pat O'Malley reported, and we'll hear from him in just a few minutes, as high as 2nd or 3rd in the June draft. Steven Johnson of St. Paul's, a senior, signed with Boston College, all Metro since his freshman year.
Yeah, and the other storyline, as you mentioned earlier, more than 50 Major League scouts representing all 30 teams. Radar guns in hands, you can count them. 1, 2, 3.
A lot of them there. Brandon Irby took the mound first, battled wildness, and this, number 24, Michael Moss, singles to right. Steven Johnson scores.
Yeah, Irby gave up just 5 hits in 4 innings, 2 of the hits to Steven Johnson.
Johnson, a complete player. Now, Steven's dad, of course, Dave, former pitcher for the Orioles, now an assistant to Paul Bernsdorf. Paul's son, Sean, is the Crusaders catcher, and he was in the catbird seat. Johnson on his game in the first, strikes out Joe Yermel to end the inning.
Steven struck out the side in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings.
Meanwhile, Brandon Irby finally found his groove. Both Irby and Steven teammates on the Maryland Orioles college team, coached by Oriole scout Dean Albany, but in the McDonough, 2nd. Steven from the stretch. He actually walked the batter. How dare him do that? But he gets number 9, Mac Mace, to end the inning.
Yeah, Steve Biggin began the game throwing in the low 90s, allowed just 1 ball to be put into play prior to the 7th inning.
St. Paul's 4th. Still 1-0 Crusaders. Irby still on the mound. Man on 3rd, Sean Foley. Perfect safety squeeze bunt. Michael Moss scores. 2-0 St. Paul's. Brandon Irby left after the 4th. Meanwhile, Steven Johnson was absolutely rolling on his his game. In the fourth, strikes out. Another strikeout ends the inning here, and the scouts were loving it.
Yeah, he was still throwing in the 90s in the sixth inning, would eventually strike out 20 batters.
More on that in a second, but first, the no-hit bid in the seventh. 2 outs, man on first. Mac Mace ends the no-hit bid and the shutout, a double to the gap out there in the outfield. Eventually, the Eagles scored 2 runs, but it would not be enough to beat St. Paul's on this day.
Yeah, but Johnson's 20 strikeouts, they tie a state record set by Eric Loston of Bohemia Manor back in 2001.
St. Paul's wins 5-2. And it runs Steven Johnson's record to 26-5 in 4 years. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Right. We just saw two of arguably the areas in the nation's top prospects. And joining us now, Baltimore Sun reporter Pat O'Malley to talk about area baseball this season. Pat, welcome back to Replay. It's been a while, but it's good to have you back.
Pleasure to be here with you guys.
You were at that game between McDonough and St. Paul's. What an amazing performance by Stevie Johnson. Just your thoughts on that game.
Well, it was definitely in his 4 years there at St. Paul's his most dominating performance, so no question about that. He said that himself afterwards, and his dad felt the same. And in fact, his dad said that he probably should have gotten the no-hitter if he had been calling pitches. But during the game, but this is surprising. Here's a guy that's ex-major league pitcher that doesn't call the pitches. He let Steve and his catcher, the Bernsdorf kid, call the game, and he said he wishes he would have called some pitches in the last inning, especially the 1-2 pitch to Mac Mace, who got the double, because on 1-2 the first time, he had a pitch right about here, and he fouled it off. The next pitch, he threw another fastball, but he was tiring. It got up a little bit, and the kid got his bat on, hit a double.
This past Friday, Gavin Floyd, obviously graduate of Mount St. Joe, named to the Philly starting rotation. Gavin, Steve Hansen, Moose Haas, Bobby Boyd, Paul Taylor. Where does Steven and where does Brandon Irby rank with these two, with all those great pitchers?
Well, as far as hard thrower, Irby's up there. He's higher than Steve as far as velocity on his fastball. Gavin Floyd had an outstanding curveball in high school. He does now in professional baseball. In fact, that's why he's in the big leagues. His fastball was kind of straight, but he's got that great breaking pitch. Andy Bear was a left-hander, a guy you didn't mention. Calvert Hall, the best high school pitcher for what he did that I've ever seen, because he was 22-0 on the varsity, 8-0 in the JV, had 6 no-hitters, never lost a high school game in 4 years. And then, of course, there was David Greer from Severna Park, who pretty darn hard. But the fastest I've ever seen around here, and Irby and Johnson are not in that category, was the crazy himself, Greg Arnold. He was definitely pitched at Southern of Baltimore back in the late 60s. There's never been anybody any faster. But as far as Johnson, he's about 90, 91. With a great curveball, great command, a lot of poise, and really knows the game. If he gets a little stronger, he could probably eventually get it up to 93.
Yeah. Pat, we talked a little bit about some of the past players. Let's talk a little bit about this season and some of the players and teams that you're expecting to do well this season.
Well, Mount St. Joe's going to do well. They're struggling a little bit right now. They're 5-2, lost a couple of ball games. Here's Chris Crum from Severna Park, who is one of the top hitters, and he is Severna Park's top pitcher. Now, he's been hurt. Severna Park lost a couple of games this week. They lost their tournament to North Hartford. And then Brandon Irby, of course, he's 93, 95 when he's really got it all together. He was up to 91, 93 the other day in the loss to Johnson. But he'll get it up to 95 before the spring is over. And by the summertime, I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't throwing 96. This is one of the best home run hitters and best hitters, pure hitters in the area. Aaron Gabrielian from Century High School, second team All-Metro. He had 9 home runs last year, had darn near 50 RBIs.
We're going to see Steven Johnson. Where do you think Steve's going to go in the draft?
I think Steve Johnson has a chance now. After what he did the other day in front of all those scouts, he has a shot at going maybe in the first 3 rounds. Irby has a chance to go near the end of the first round or maybe the second round. But Steven, because of his poise and what he knows, and the fact that he figures to get stronger, and you know, with the knowledge that he has of the game, I mean, he's professionally, mentally ready right now.
Yeah. We also saw Scott Krieger, Calvert Hall in that package there.
He's maybe the best hitter in the area. He and Crum and Gabrielian are probably the 3 best. Krieger hit 10 home runs last year for Calvert Hall. They got one of the best hitting lineups I've ever seen in high school. Old Mill had a great lineup when they won in '89, I guess it was a state title. And there have been some other teams. Rundle's had some great hitting clubs. So has Calvert Hall. So is Mount St. Joe. But this Calvert Hall team is exceptional.
All right, Pat, thanks. Stick around. We got another game highlight. We want to get you involved in that. Back to our baseball highlights Saturday at Spalding. It was another matchup of teams ranked in the top 10 as one of Baltimore County's best teams met one of the contenders for the MIAA conference title when number 8 Eastern Tech traveled to 2, number 10, Spalding.
Yeah, game played at Archbishop Spalding. Steve Miller, coach of Spalding, done a real good job with this program, right?
Oh, he really has. In fact, he's got 5 freshmen on this team, and it's one of the youngest teams in the area. But like he said, they're young but talented, and they went 2-2 in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Right.
Came back home, lost their first game to Chesapeake and Anne Arundel, but then they beat Gilman and then Eastern Tech, which is a really good ball.
Good ball. That was Josh Danz's double to lead off the game, and then
freshman
2 batters later. This is Dan Palumbo. Gives Sam Spalding a 1-0 lead.
Yes, it looked like it would be a high-scoring game. After this, though, the hits would be scarce.
Brendan McGowan, boy, good-looking young pitcher for Spalding, huh, Pat?
Yeah, he's a junior, and he's thrown very well. They've got a couple other younger pitchers that are question marks at this time, but they should do well. Palumbo may not pitch much, and he did a pretty good job on the mound for them last year, but he's going to play shortstop most of the time.
Gerard Sokola settled in, pitched well for Eastern Tech. In the 5th, Eastern ties it. Doug Catraba at 3rd. Vince Stella with a shot to right. Catraba scores. That ties the game, Sam, at 1.
Yeah, that was only the 4th hit of the game for Eastern. Vince Stella dived safely into 3rd, left stranded, though, and that would prove costly for Eastern Tech.
Bottom 5th, Pat Spalding unties it. Ryan Rivers pitching. This is Paul DeVito's at 3rd, Palumbo at 2nd. Chris Huisman, one big boy with a lot of power in his bat, huh?
Yeah, he's one of the few juniors on this team. They got a lot of sophomores and juniors and the freshmen, just a couple of seniors.
So both DeVito and Palumbo score, Sam, and Spalding up 3-1.
And that was the 8th and final hit for Spalding as Brendan McDowell closes it out in the 7th. They're up 3-1.
You mentioned freshman, the catcher, Matt Skrenchuk, just a freshman.
Yes,
doing a good job behind the plate for them, huh?
Starting catcher. And Sokolis and Rivers are 2 outstanding pitchers. Sokolis, of course, an experienced southpaw and real crafty guy. Knows how to pitch, 2nd team All-Metro last year. But this Rivers kid is a guy to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
They're even talking about him leaving Eastern Tech and going to a private school next year.
Wow. Okay, that's it for us. Hey, great job today. Always a pleasure. We'll see you out behind the backstop.
Thank you, but I did not use steroids.
Neither did I, obviously.
Still more action to come on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Up next, our Athletes of the Week, and later some of the best lacrosse action from this week.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Toyota, moving forward.
Lots of Toyota cars, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Get $500 cash back from Toyota on Corollas or lease for just $179 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. 05 Camrys get $750 cash back or lease for only $199 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
This is the operating room of the future at the University of Maryland Medical Center, where renowned surgeons are working with leading technology companies to bring medicine into the 21st century. Here, the largest of heart surgeries are being performed through the smallest of holes. Doctors are performing cardiac microsurgeries once thought impossible. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no, not cool. I did not know you were there. I can change.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that? That is really condescending.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Let's meet this week's Athletes of the Week. Our female honoree is Mount DeSales Junior lacrosse goalie Lizzie O'Farrell. Lizzie made an impressive varsity debut last week with a performance that sparked a 10-9 overtime win against then number 2 Roland Park. She took over in the goal with Mount DeSales trailing 5-1. She made 23 saves and allowed only 4 goals in the final 37 minutes of the game. Our male athlete of the week is Walbrook's Ed Tyson. The sturdy 6'2", 200-pound senior capped a second-team All-Metro season by starring in last week's Baltimore City versus Baltimore County All-Star game. Tyson scored 19 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, dished out 5 assists, and had 2 steals in the city's 158-106 win. During the season, Ed helped Walbrook to a 17-game winning streak that included the Warriors' first city, region, state title, and season-ending #1 ranking. Congratulations to Lizzie and congratulations to Ed. Welcome to Replay.
Thank you.
All right, we sort of got a little thing going on here. We've got Lizzie, who's welcoming into spring sports as our first spring athlete of the week, and Ed sending out the winter sports as our last winter athlete of the week. We're going to start with Lizzie, though, and let's talk about your remarkable performance against #2 Roland Park. You guys beat them 10-9. You had the game of every player's dream. You're sitting on the sideline, and the coach, calls you, says, "Get in there," and you go in and you do something positive. What were your thoughts when he told you to go into the goal?
Well, I was a lot more relaxed than I thought I would be, honestly. I guess I was kind of thinking, well, if I mess up, I'm only a junior and my first varsity game, hopefully they won't be too mad at me. But I was kind of just hoping I could make a few good saves and kind of slow down the game and kind of get ready for sprints the next day.
So you get in the game, you're playing against #2 Roland Park, a very, very good program, one that I think your team had not beaten like about 17 years, 17 seasons. You get in the game. How did you play so well? What did you do to play so well?
Well, I think the first couple of stops, that really helped the defense. They needed that kind of encouragement, and after that, they really started stepping up. Our team steadily kind of made those goals, and we really started communicating better, and that really helped a lot, and my team was great. The other goalie, Melissa Darmody, she was so supportive of me. Whenever I came out for timeouts or halftime, she was right there cheering me on. So that was also a great thing to have.
Okay. The Mount Sales program, you guys struggled a little bit last season. This year, you've got a bunch of seniors on the team. Some seniors that played with you when you were a freshman on a 15-3-1 JV team. You get the win over Roland Park. You've also beat Towson and Spalding. You're off to a 3-0 start. Is this a fluke for this team, or are you guys really that good?
Let's hope not. I think that we definitely proved to a lot of people, including ourselves, that we are for real, and hopefully the season is going to show that we have that depth, and we've got a lot of girls who are going to Division I schools to play lacrosse, and they're really stepping up this year and working as a team to show that they do have what they need to win the championship.
Now, Lizzie, in addition to playing lacrosse, you also in the fall played on the field hockey team, a defender on a team that was runner-up for the C Conference title. You're also the class president for his junior class. You've got your plate pretty full. How do you manage to juggle all that?
Well, I'm pretty good with time management in some ways. I can do a lot of things at night. I stay up very late and get those done, get that from my mom. So that's basically last minute kind of person, but it all gets done.
Great. And Lizzie, thank you for being here. On to you, Ed, and let's talk about the Walbrook program. I know the All-Star game is the reason you're here, but I want to talk more about that Walbrook program. You guys won a state championship this year, Class 4A. You beat Blake. Walbrook's program has come a long way. I remember Jerry Boyd was there. They had players like Derwin Lilly and Greg Vaughn that sort of built the foundation, and Gus Harrington came along as coach. Players like Devin Boyd, who went on to star at Towson, took them to another level. But you guys, you did the ultimate. You win a state title. How did that program, you were part of it for 3.5 years of varsity, 4 years total. How did you guys build that program so well?
We were just taking it one game at a time, pretty much.
Okay. Now, Ed, you guys had some big wins this year. You beat Dunbar twice, including in the city championship game. You also knocked off Southwestern and Douglas, who were ranked in the top 10 at the time you beat them. When did this Walbrook team realize that you guys had what it had the talent to win a state championship?
This ball team right here was special right here. Me and the other senior, Belmar Coleman, we sit down and talk many days, many nights. We just talk on the phone about how we got to step this team up and like that. And Rodney Sproul, he played a big role in it. Rodney Sproul,
Rodney did. Yeah. You mentioned Velmar Coleman. Rodney Sproul did an excellent job this season. Walbrook started the year with the school itself, not the basketball program, started the year with some bad publicity. There was a bunch of fires at the school, and even prior to that, there were some incidents where the principal was dismissed. There were some questions about graduation and things like that. But this is something positive for Walbrook. But let me ask you a question: does the positiveness of this state championship, is this just limited to the hardcore fans, basketball fans of Walbrook, or is this something the whole student body is appreciating?
Oh, definitely the whole student body. And everybody encourages every day, see us walk down in the halls. They congratulate us every time they see us.
All right, well, Ed, magnificent job, and magnificent job for you too. Lizzie, good luck to you guys the rest of the season. Ed, I know you're a senior. You'll be heading on to hopefully a successful college basketball career like that, and we wish you all luck.
Thank you.
All right, great. Thank you both for being here. Okay, stick around. When we come back, we've got lacrosse highlights from the area's #1 team.
Lots of Toyota SUVs, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Save with $750 cash back from Toyota on Highlanders, or lease for $269 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. 8-passenger Sequoias. Choose $750 cash back or low 3.9% APR financing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
At the University of Maryland Medical Center, acclaimed neurologists and neurosurgeons are treating advanced Parkinson's disease with a revolutionary new procedure. In the operating room of the future, surgeons navigate the deepest regions of the brain to provide major symptom relief with minimum side effects. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
So, here's the one you saw on Cars.com. It's silver with alloy wheels and a bed liner.
Give me 5, man. Up high. Can you wiggle it?
Wiggle what?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's all right, we'll work on it.
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact the dealer.
Can you bird it? Can you do the bird?
Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
So, what do you think? In the time it takes to take out the trash, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Let's get campy.
New clothes are fun, but they won't save you money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
This week's Village Julie for the Record honor goes to Arundel freshman wrestler Nicole Woody. Nicole took the 100-pound title in the 3-day U.S. Folk Style Girls National at Lake Orion High in Michigan. Nicole beat wrestlers from California, Oregon, and Hawaii to win top honors. Nicole's been racking up lots of honors recently. You may remember seeing her on the show a few weeks back when she was the first girl ever to qualify for Maryland's Class 4A 3A State Boys Wrestling Meet. Congratulations to Nicole Woody. All right, back to our highlights. Thursday, when the boys across teams from St. Paul's and Landon met at St. Paul's, there were plenty of storylines to keep this game interesting. Both were ranked #1, St. Paul's by the Sun and Landon by the Washington Post, and both teams were unbeaten at 4-0. St. Paul's had added incentive trying to avenge a loss to Landon a year ago and trying to prove that its rebuilt defense was strong enough to keep the Crusaders #1 all season.
Yeah, Landon, coached by Rob Bordley, among the many players he's helped at college, his son, Rob, at Maryland, and Jake Byrne, now at Johns Hopkins. Mitch Whiteley returned to St. Paul's last spring after a stint in the MLL. He watched the two teams go at it. Landon, Stoddy Nibley cranks it up. Frank Smythe takes one for the team. Wild scramble. Austin Boykin goes flying and comes out with it.
Yeah, St. Paul's defense, Smythe, Crowder, DePietro, Curtis Lynch, Tyler Smith. They played that way all day. Great defense.
Yeah, 3-2 Crusaders down third quarter. Greg Andrzejewski with the steal to Pat Sweeney, and a great feed here to Bart Wagner for the goal to tie it up.
Yeah, Bart Wagner led St. Paul's with 3 goals, all Metro. Attackman Gavin Gill held to just 1 assist.
Now Landon goes up 4-3, but St. Paul's ties it. Andrzejewski, the fake and the duck and the goal past John Boland. 4-4, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. It would be the first of 3 straight St. Paul's goals. The second, 30 seconds later, Pat Sweeney to Kyle Smedley, the crossover and the goal.
Yeah, that's the only goal for Kyle Smedley. Gave the Crusaders a 5-4 lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Early fourth quarter, maybe the key play of the game. Rob Morrison of Landon, hounded by Greg Andrzejewski.
Yeah, Andrzejewski, watch here. 2, 3, 4 checks. Great job. Finally forces the pass.
Yeah, Stoddy Nibley shot. Kevin Scott stops it and starts the fast break. Greg Andrzejewski to number 24, Greg Seaman. And you'll see the goal, and it's a big one for St. Paul's.
Yeah, Kevin Scott made 16 saves for St. Paul's. Greg Seaman, son of Towson head coach Tony Seaman, 2 goals and an assist.
It's 6-4 with 8 minutes left. Landon gets one back. Great ball movement. George Hughley. It's 6-5 St. Paul's. It was 7-6, 32 seconds left. Landon's last chance. Michael Cook of St. Paul's with the defense. C.T. Fisher's shot stopped by Kevin Scott, who airs it out. And that is it. St. Paul's win 7-6 in a fierce battle of number ones.
Yeah, St. Paul's now 5-0. Landon drops to 4-1. All right, Saturday, McDonough hosted its annual Boys Lacrosse tournament. In the first round, number 3 McDonough met number 13 Delaney in a matchup of one of this year's MIAA contenders against one of just 2 Baltimore County public schools ranked among the top 15.
Yeah, the game played yesterday. Cold McDonough. Gary Scriber, his Delaney club, 7 state championships. One of the best public school teams in the state. Lions in the red early. Number 4, Nick Davis to Eric Kepler. The no-look pass. No look to Tim Purcell. No look shot. Hey, that's nice.
It works, yeah. Sean Huff, 2 goals to lead Delaney. Eric Kepler had 2 assists.
Jake Reed talking with Jimmy Daly. His Eagles go to work. In the white, Jeremy Sieverts to number 8 Collins Carey. Great crossover and a sweet goal there.
Yeah, great balance for McDonough. 10 different players scored, led by Travis Reed, who had 4 goals.
And here's one coming from Travis here. Nice feed from number 25, the defenseman Brendan Kelly, to number 15, Travis Reed. It's McDonough up 4-1.
Yeah, Porter Curran, Bryn Holmes, and Jimmy Daly there.
Yeah, all those guys scored 2 goals. Later, Sieverts to number 9, Jimmy Daly with a rocket. McDonough wins 16-4.
Yeah, McDonough then beat Woodbury Forest. Delaney beat Penn Charter in the consolation game. All right, the Anne Arundel County Girls Lacrosse Tournament was held Thursday and Saturday, featuring 6 teams ranked among the Sun's top 15. On Thursday, number 3 Broadneck beat number 5 CM Wright, and number 6 North Hartford beat number 13 Annapolis. Saturday, Broadneck, the highest ranked of the 6 teams in the tournament, took on number 12 Severn in a matchup of Anne Arundel County contenders battling for bragging rights between the county's private and public schools.
Yeah, the game played at Anne Arundel Community College Saturday night. Broadneck in the red just came out smoking. Number 3 Rachel Sandifer to number 6 Allie Fury. Watch the reverse and the sweet goal right there.
Yeah, nice job by Allie Fury to get free. That's the first of 2 goals for Allie Fleury as Broadneck came back and outscored the first 4 games of the goal. First 4 goals of the game.
And here's another one. Jesse Heisterman to Rachel Sandifer, number 3.
Yeah, long run by Jesse Heisterman pays off. She also added a goal. Natasha Davies had 2 goals.
Severn coaches Brandy Sotiropoulos, Jessica Burke, Tony Warner stunned, but finally the Admirals get on the board. Number 8, Anastasia Adam, 1-on-1. But Broadneck led 5-1 at the half. In the second half, the Bruins pick up right where they left off. Jesse Heisterman to a cutting, number 23, Megan Mullis.
Yeah, Broadneck, though, would not score for the next 20 minutes.
That is a drought. Severn scored 3 straight goals on free shots, and they score again here. Carrie Hauser to Anastasia Adam to Breton Bathurst at 6-5 Admiral.
Anastasia Adam led Severn with 3 goals and 2 assists. Carrie Hauser tied the game a minute later.
And then Severn goalie Kristen Reese makes a big play. Natasha Davies with the free shot, Reese with the save, and it was a big one.
Yeah, Kristen Reese made 4 saves for Severn. Lauren Benner added 2. Broadneck's Erica Webb had 6 saves.
1 minute later, Severn takes the lead. Anastasia Adam to Sarah Meisenberg, number 24, drops it, picks it up, and scores. Severn leads 7-6 with 10:28 left in the game. 3.5 minutes later, the Admirals again. Adam again. Watch number 1 right here, cutting around the screen. Number 1, Josie Owen with the goal.
Yeah, Josie Owen, only a freshman, her only goal of the game. Severn up 2 goals with 7 minutes left.
Broadneck cuts the lead to 1. Number 6, Allie Fleury slicing through the defense. 8-7 Severn with 5:55 left, but that's how it ends. Severn congratulates their goalie, and their goalie play, and both of their goalies played well. They win 6-1, come back. And really, that was one of the better games we've seen
that was a
in
very
a long
good game.
time.
Yeah, good tournament, 6 teams, on all of them ranked in the top 15. All right, stay with us. When we come back, we'll tell you how to contact us here at Replay.
Lots of Toyota models, hundreds of choices. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event with thousands of amazing values. Get $500 cash back from Toyota on RAV4 or lease for $229 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Lease Sienna, just $239 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Or choose 3.9% APR financing. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
There's a cancer center in Maryland that's leading the way in the fight against cancer. Here, specialists take a minimally invasive approach to treatment so patients can get on with their lives. And researchers and physicians are working together to give individuals the most advanced treatment options, some of which are only available here, where hope is a way of life. The University of Maryland Greenebaum Cancer Center.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
Honey, does this make me look fat?
You betcha.
In the time it takes to pull out the sleeper sofa, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Can your glue do this or this? Wonder Glue can, but it won't save you any money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
Thanks for watching. No show next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
And design a program specifically suited to its needs. And we apply Scott's proven products to your lawn. With Scott's Lawn Service, you'll never again face lawn problems alone. And of course, Scott's Lawn Service is guaranteed. You don't sign any contract, and you can stop the service at any time. Give Scott's Lawn Service a call. Get the convenience of a lawn service and the confidence of knowing it's Scott's.
For a free, no-obligation lawn analysis, call now 800-554-7900. That's 800-554-7900.
130 local weather stations. Storm Center WeatherNet works for you.
It took 4 extra periods in this big-time play from number 10, Lauren Greenberg, but in the end, the C. Milton Wright Mustangs preserved their Harford County winning streak, and Sam, it is a pretty impressive streak at that. Hey, everyone, I'm Keith Mills, and welcome back, huh?
Yeah, hello and welcome to another edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Sam Davis. Replay was off last week because of spring break, but we're excited to be back with some great spring sports highlights.
Yeah, we have some very fascinating young guys we're going to hear from, athletes of the week from McDonough. But first, we're going to go to our Toyota highlights.
Yeah, we kick off our Toyota highlights with girls lacrosse. Mount Hebron girls lacrosse program has the area's longest winning streak. Behind Mount Hebron is C.M. Wright. The Mustangs had won 54 straight games against Harford County opponents. But Friday night, the number 14 Mustangs put that win streak on the line against number 4 North Hartford.
Turtle it out. Okay, turtle out. Take care of the ball. Catch your breath. Okay, and then we're going to jump into some offset.
Value the ball. Okay, make sure we maintain possession, and then things will be fine. Okay?
Guys, recognize when someone gets the ball, the next person cut through so she has more space to do stuff. Every time we get the ball, next person cuts through, and then we readjust.
Yeah, Katie Lawrence talking with her teammates, and they listen. Great crowd, great game in Harford County on Friday night. First half, C.M. Wright in the white. Number 10, Lauren Greenberg, who had a big game. From the back to number 21, Aaron Rawlick with the goal.
Yeah, and great patience and great vision on that. 2 goals for Aaron Rawlick and 2 assists for Lauren Greenberg,
who happens to be the coach's daughter. You see her dad, Carl, there. Second half, North Hartford down 5-3. Laura Lesnick with the lob that goes in. It's 5-4 C.M. Wright. 19 minutes left. C. Milton opens a 6-4 lead, but the Hawks tie it. Johanna Gibbons, great dodging to number 12, Corey Donahue. Watch this effort and dive. And number 12 ties the score at 6.
Yeah, nice effort there. Corey Donahue, Megan Joins led North Hartford, each with 2 goals.
Crazy play here. 7-7 late in the game. Katie Lawrence, tremendous effort. Now, an apparent 8-7 lead with 6:38 to play. But the referee checks Katie's stick, and Sam says it's illegal.
Yeah, watch the referee there showing the North Hartford coaches the sag, and the stick disallows the goal. The game remains tied. That stick is out.
So instead of 8-7, it's still 7-7. 30 seconds left in the game. Donahue to Kim Griffin, Kelsey Branch, Mary Waller, number 17 of CM Wright with the save of the night to keep the game alive.
Yeah, great job in goal by Mary Waller. She had 10 saves, none bigger than that one with 30 seconds left.
Game goes overtime, and then another in the second overtime. Megan joins with the free shot. Danielle Tomlinson with the save, and we go to another overtime, and then a fourth overtime. Finally, we saw this earlier, Lauren Greenberg from behind bowls her way and scores the game.
Yeah, Lauren Greenberg, the only goal of the game. Gina Moranto led the Mustangs with 3 goals to keep them in it until that game winner.
CM Wright wins 8-7, 55th straight Harford County win, and I don't care what league you're playing in. If you're playing Tiddlywinks or Dominoes, 55 wins in a row is pretty
That's
impressive.
An exciting game. All right, from a matchup featuring the team with the second longest in-county win streak in girls lacrosse, we move on to a team with the longest in-county win streak in boys lacrosse. On Friday, number 14, Delaney put its 51-game Baltimore County win streak on the line against Pikesville in a county opener for both teams.
Yeah, Pikesville won a state championship last year. Game played at Delaney High School. Beautiful day and plenty to cheer about for the Lions fans. Gary Scriber's Lions in white. Picture perfect passing. Nick Davis, Matt Lafferty, Ryan Hopp to Andrew Fisher, and that is how you draw it up.
Good game for Andrew Fisher. He had 2 goals. 3 goals for Matt Lafferty as the Lions opened a 9-5 lead.
And it could have been worse, but Pikesville goalie Justin Weissman played well. Scott Carroll to Nick Davis, and the scramble is on. Weissman with the big save.
Yeah, Justin Weissman tested all day, made 12 saves, kept the Panthers in this game.
Craig Campbell's Panthers, as I said, won the state crown last year. Down 9-5 second half. Delaney adds to it. Number 17, Ryan Hopp with the goal.
Ryan Hopp returning All-Metro senior. 7 goals and 2 assists in this game. Not in the season, in this game.
7 goals. Pikesville battles back. Mitchell Rosenwag shot. Steve Klimek with the rebound and the goal for number 13.
Yes, 3 goals for Steve Klimek, Brad Gabbard, Alex Shapiro. Each had a goal and an assist.
But this play typical of Delaney's season. Nick Davis, Andrew Fisher, back to Davis to Ryan Hopp. Another well-executed play.
Yeah, Nick Davis, 3 assists and a strong overall game.
And Dad right there with the camera, taking it all, documenting it forever. Delaney wins 14-7, and their Lions' big winning streak is still alive at 52 and counting.
All right, this week's premier boys lacrosse matchup featured number 1 St. Paul's at number 2 McDonough on Tuesday. Both teams came in unbeaten overall, but McDonough at 11-0 had played twice as many games as St. Paul's, defending A-Conference champion, which came in with a 5-0 record. St. Paul's had also won its last 14 games over the last 2 seasons.
And the McDonough student body out. So, guys, here's what your tuition money's gone to. Eagles in white did not disappoint. Speaking of good passing, Brennan Kelly with the great clear to Travis Reed, to Jimmy Daly, to Andrew Feinberg, tic-tac-toe passing, and the Eagles on the board. A few minutes later, the Eagles again. Garrett Schaub to 15, Travis Reed. It's 3-0. McDonough, great shot from number 15 there.
Yeah, good start from McDonough. Great game for Travis Reed. 3 goals, 2 goals, and 2 assists for Porter Curran.
Mitch Whiteley not real happy with his team's effort and lets them know it, and the Crusaders respond. Greg Seaman to number 10, Craig Andrzejewski to the bouncer, and that finds the net.
Craig Andrzejewski and Gavin Gill led St. Paul's with 2 goals each.
McDonough led 5-4 at the half and then exploded in the second half. Number 14, Jeremy Seifert with a shot.
Yeah, only goal of the game for Jeremy Seifert's Collins Carey added 2 goals and 3 assists.
Jake Reed's Eagles open a 10-4 lead, but St. Paul's battles back. Kreider to Petro. His shot's wide, backed up. Number 14, Nat Matthews, and that makes it 10-7 with 10:48 left. But Collins, Carey, and Bryn Holmes, we're going to hear from Bryn in just a few minutes, our athlete of the week, did a great job of taking care of business. Bryn Holmes, you'll fill us in on what he did on the face-off X, but this is a great effort here. And then, like dominoes, everybody goes down. Kevin Scott finally airs it out, but McDonough airs out the St. Paul's Crusaders. How about Bryn Holmes?
Bryn did a great job of helping McDonough with possession in this game. Won 12 of 14 face-offs and came up with 11 ground balls.
McDonough wins 10-7, and that ends St. Paul's winning streak at 14 games.
Still a lot more to come on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Up next, our Athletes of the Week, so stick around.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Toyota, moving forward.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price.
including the all-new Tacoma, the 2005 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Or lease a Tundra or rugged 4Runner for just $289 a month for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Or get low 2.9% APR financing. Or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota on 4Runners and $1,500 on Tundras. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
This is the operating room of the future at the University of Maryland Medical Center, where renowned surgeons are working with leading technology companies to bring medicine into the 21st century. Here, the largest of heart surgeries are being performed through the smallest of holes. Doctors are performing cardiac microsurgeries once thought impossible. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no, not cool. I did not know you were there. I can change.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that? That is really condescending.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We need to get caught up on a couple of athletes of the week we missed when we were on vacation last Sunday. Kristen Horstman, a sophomore weighing on the Delaney lacrosse team, was our female athlete of the week. She helped lead the number 14 Lions to the championship of the Baltimore Lacrosse Showdown. Kristen scored a goal and collected 4 ground balls in the Lions' 11-7 win over Mercy in the opening game. Then she scooped up 8 ground balls, caused 4 turnovers, and won 3 draws, including the pivotal one in the final minute and the 10-9 championship win over then number 4 Notre Dame Prep. Last week's male athlete of the week was St. Paul's outstanding right-handed pitcher Steve Johnson. Johnson won a duel against McDonough's Brandon Irby when he struck out 20 batters on a 5-2 win, a game you saw highlighted on our show a couple of weeks ago. Steve is the son of former Oriole Dave Johnson, and he's the first baseball player chosen for the Suns All-Metro team in each of his first 3 seasons. This week's female honoree is Casey Pugac, a junior attacker on the McDonough lacrosse team. She scored 9 goals, had an assist last week in the Eagles' first 3 wins of the year. 5 of the goals came in a 20-8 win over Friends, the defending IAAMB Conference champion. The current male athlete of the week is also from McDonough, Bryn Holmes. Bryn, a junior midfielder, led McDonough to come from behind wins over then number 2 Boys Latin and number 6 Calvert Hall. In the 2 games, he scored 4 goals, scooped 15 ground balls, and played fearsome defense. A 3-sport athlete, he is also a 2-time All-Metro wrestler and was a running back and linebacker on the Eagles football teams. Congratulations to Casey and Brent, and welcome to Replay.
Thank you.
Sort of a rare occasion. We don't usually have 2 kids from the same school for the same program. Did you guys carpool over here together?
No.
Okay. Casey, we're going to start with you, and let's talk about McDonough girls lacrosse. I want to start and talk about the big week that you guys had to get off to a 3-0 start, particularly the win over then number 5 Notre Dame Prep. You guys are unranked at the time. You come out of nowhere and knock off a team that's ranked number 5. How exciting was that, and what did that mean for your team at the start of the season?
It was really exciting. All day, everyone was so pumped up for the game, and everyone was ready for it. And we had been practicing for this game forever, and our coach got us really ready for it.
Okay. Now, McDonough lacrosse has had a miraculous turnaround this season from a 5-13 team a year ago. You guys are off to a 7-0 start. Not only do you have that win over ranked Notre Dame Prep, but you also this past week knocked off number 9 Mount DeSales. What's been the big difference for this positive turnaround in the McDonough lacrosse program?
I think one of the big differences is our coach, and his philosophy is completely different from what we've all had. He starts basically everything off of a dodge, which helps pull our offense out, and we get the ball to the open girl And
And when you talk about your coach, we're talking about Chris Robinson, who came over from a very successful public school program at Mount Hebron, now at McDonough, doing some great things. Can you compare or contrast, I guess, the difference in his philosophy with the philosophy of the coaches that you had in your previous years? I mean, you're a junior, so you're playing for your third season at McDonough, so you've been there a little while. You sort of have seen a different philosophy.
oh my God.
Is he more offensive-minded, more defensive-minded? Just, I mean, you talked earlier. You said that he just takes things one day at a time, and he just stays on you guys and don't let you forget your game plan and things like that.
Yeah, he helps us. He teaches us how to play with confidence, and he helps us get through our.
And that's a big difference when you have the confidence. I mean, you guys are 7-0 already this year, 5-13 last year. It really helps when you step on the field and you feel like you can actually win. I mean, you said going into the Notre Dame prep game, you felt like you could beat that team.
Yeah, I think he makes us know that we're good.
Okay, great. Brent, let's talk about McDonough boys lacrosse. Big week for you guys also. Big wins over ranked teams. Boys Latin and Calvert Hall. Boys Latin was #2 at the time. That was the really big game, you said, because that was the first league game for you guys. Talk to us about your performance in that game, and I guess the team's performance and why it was so important.
I think it was a very good team win. It was a very important game because it was the first game of the conference, the MIAA, and that's probably the second best team in the MIAA right now. I thought our team played very well, and the seniors really stepped it up this year and kept our team in line.
Now, like the girls team, you guys also are off to a great start. 11-0 record already. You only lost 3 regulars from last season. Is this about what you guys expected this season to get off to this type of start?
We expected it to be a big season for us because of that reason. We only lost 3 seniors last year, and the team really worked hard over the summer and over the past year.
Okay. Now, at the top, we talked about you're a 2-time All-Metro wrestler. You're a football standout, running back, linebacker. Your coach said that you were probably the best all-around athlete on the team. And you're obviously having some success at lacrosse. Have you decided which sport you would play? I mean, you're a junior. You got another year to think about it. But where do you go in college?
For college, I was thinking I'm going to go to college for lacrosse.
Really? Lacrosse? Why lacrosse over the other 3?
I like the atmosphere of lacrosse world more than, I mean, I like all 3 sports, but my older brother also plays at Maryland, and I mean, I don't want to follow in his footsteps, but I have the same passion for the game.
All right, great. Casey, Brent, thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it. Great program you guys have got going over there at McDonough. Good luck to you the rest of the season,
Thank
okay?
you.
All right, stick around. When we come back, we've got baseball highlights.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price. Lease Corollas and Camrys for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Corollas, $179 a month. Camrys, just $199 a month. Or choose low 3.9% APR financing. Or take $500 cash back from Toyota on Corollas and $750 on Camrys. Check out the all-new Avalon and hot Prius hybrids. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
At the University of Maryland Medical Center, acclaimed neurologists and neurosurgeons are treating advanced Parkinson's disease with a revolutionary new procedure. In the operating room of the future, surgeons navigate the deepest regions of the brain to provide major symptom relief with minimum side effects. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
So, here's the one you saw on Cars.com. It's silver with alloy wheels and a bed liner.
Give me 5, man. Up high. Can you wiggle it? Wiggle what? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's all right, we'll work on it.
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact the dealer.
Can you bird it? Can you do the bird?
Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
So, what do you think? In the time it takes to take out the trash, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Let's get campy.
New clothes are fun, but they won't save you money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
This week's Villa Julie for the record spotlight shines on Patterson senior wrestler Deshaun Barrett. A week ago, Barrett captured the 215-pound title in the National Coaches Association Wrestling Tournament in Cleveland. During the 3-day tournament, the little-known Barrett racked up a series of shocking upsets, including a 6-2 win over the Ohio State champion in the title bout. Barrett, who was a Class 4A, 3A state champion and the Sun's 2004-2005 Wrestler of the Year, has a 2-year record of 73-1 with 52 pins. Can you believe he's talking about playing football in college?
That's one of the great stories, Sam. You and I go back a long way that I can never remember in local sports.
Yeah, okay.
No question about it.
All right, getting back to our highlights in baseball action. This week's premier baseball matchup was on Friday as number 3 St. Paul's hosted top-ranked Calvert Hall in a pivotal A-Conference matchup. Calvert Hall came in at 10-1 overall, while St. Paul's was 9-4 overall.
Yeah, the game played in Brooklynville at St. Paul's. Paul Bernstorff's Crusaders. Tough to beat on this field. But Steve Johnson didn't pitch, but he did play second and was involved in maybe the play of the game, Sam. Foul ball, and Lou Eckrell, the coach of Calvert Hall, makes the play.
Great play by Lou, assisted by Tim Ford, Josh Itzo, and Brooks Kerr. Of course, some good-natured kidding from these guys.
No question.
Goes back to the dugout.
Nice play, Coach. Back to the first. The Cards flaunt their power. First pitch of the game, Austin Knight to Mike Newton. Home run, 1-0 Calvert Hall.
Mike Newton began his high school career at Glen Burnie, also an outstanding running back in football.
3 batters later, Scott Krieger hit by the pitch, and then Joe Valeggia, all 6'6", 225 pounds of him, with a 2-run home run.
Yeah, Joe transferred from Loyola last year. His father, Frank, an all-Metro catcher at Loyola who went on to play at Alabama.
Rob Waskowitz started for Calvert Hall in command and control, makes the play here, and he really showed his polish on Friday.
Yeah, he looked real good, you know, and Rob missed all last year with rotator cuff surgery. Good to see him back and throwing so well. Pitches a 2-hit shutout for his 5th win.
And the other story, Joe Valeggia in the Calvert Hall 4th versus Vic Meyer unloads again, this time a 2-run home run.
Joe finished the day 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 6 runs. Batted in for this big junior.
Just a junior, Calvert Hall wins 14-0. The Cards 6-0 now in the A-Conference.
All right, back to more boys lacrosse highlights. After losing to McDonough Tuesday, St. Paul's bounced back on Saturday to beat unranked Spalding as part of the Lax Under the Lights tournament at Johns Hopkins. 2 other ranked teams met in the late game Saturday at Hopkins as number 4 Gilman took on number 11 Severn.
Yeah, and H is for Homewood Field at Johns Hopkins, the mecca of college lacrosse and the site of the Lax Under the Lights. Gilman coached now by Brooks Matthews, and the Greyhounds in blue came out smoking. Brian Carroll's shot stopped by Brian Phipps. Scott Tompkins gets the loose ball. Nice feed in front, back to Brian Carroll.
Yeah, these two guys did a great, not just on this play, but in this game, did a great job. Scott Tompkins, 3 goals, 1 assist. Brian Carroll had 3 goals.
And a defenseman's dream with Gilman up 4-1. Charlie Colkin, the long pole, unguarded, and the defenseman goal.
Yeah, lone goal of the day for Charlie Colkin, but David Marshall added a goal and an assist for Gilman.
The Greyhounds scored 10 goals in a row. This one begins on a great clear and ends on Scott Thompson's stick, and it's 7-1 Gilman in the 3rd quarter. John Tucker, the former Johns Hopkins All-America, coach now at Severn. He looks on here. Mark Starnes to Brendan Lane, and Gilman wins, Sam, 12-2. There you see John Tucker, 12-2, in the Lax Under the Lights program, and it was a good win for the Greyhounds.
Oh, yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, St. Paul's beat Spalding in the other game 13-6. All right, from boys lacrosse at night, we go to some girls lacrosse. Late Saturday morning, 2 of the area's best girls teams met when number 2 St. Paul's hosted number 6 St. Mary's in a pivotal A-Conference game. St. Paul's came in unbeaten at 5-0, 5-0 overall, 2-0 in the conference, while St. Mary's came in at 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the conference.
Hey, Jimmy Stromberg and his staff with their St. Paul Crusaders in white after a quick lead. Megan Del Monte, number 22 to number 10. Kirsten Goldberg, 2-0 St. Paul.
Megan Del Monte scored the first goal, assisted on the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th goals.
And here's that 3rd goal. Megan Del Monte, the dodge and the goal. 3-0 St. Paul, 7:30 left in the first half. Minutes later, St. Paul's goalie Lydia Sanza stops the Saints. Allison Perkins to Caroline Cochran to Samantha Scrum. And Lydia, who we had on here last year.
That's right, yeah.
With a big save.
Athlete of the week last year, outstanding player for this Howard County program. Good job.
Sioux Chittum Saints regroup and get back into the game. Number 9, Caroline Cochran. Great effort versus Ellie Cook. And even a better shot and a goal for St. Mary's.
Yeah, the St. Mary's offense trying to get something going against this tough St. Paul's team here.
Megan Del Monte to Ellie Cook. Watch this crazy play. Stopped by Morgan Kelly. She tries to get it out, and Ellie Cook steals it and scores. And St. Paul's goes on to win 11-3 in this battle of girls lacrosse powerhouse.
All right, stay with us. When we come back, we've got more.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price, including the all-new Tacoma, the 2005 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Or lease a Tundra or rugged 4Runner for just $289 a month for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Or get low 2.9% APR financing. Or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota on 4Runners and $1,500 on Tundras. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
There's a cancer center in Maryland that's leading the way in the fight against cancer. Here, specialists take a minimally invasive approach to treatment so patients can get on with their lives. And researchers and physicians are working together to give individuals the most advanced treatment options, some of which are only available here, where hope is a way of life. The University of Maryland Greenebaum Cancer Center.
From Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh. Yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
Honey, does this make me look fat?
You betcha.
In the time it takes to pull out the sleeper sofa, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Can your glue do this or this? Wonder Glue can, but it won't save you any money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
For results and schedules and anything else you want to know about high school sports, go to the Sun's website at www.baltimoresun.com.
And if you'd like to contact us here at the show, you can email us at replay@baltimoresun.com.
All right, some of the nation's in the area's best high school basketball players won display Sunday as part of the Charm City Challenge at the Towson Center. In the first game, Maryland-bound Shane Clark from Hargrave Military Academy led a U.S. team against a Baltimore area team featuring players like Dunbar's Nathan Irby and Walbrook's Velmar Coleman, both members of state championship teams this year.
Yeah, Shane Clark, as Sam said, from Hargrave Military Academy. There you see what he could do. He's headed to the University of Maryland. Baltimore and white coach Pat Clatchy of St. Joe. Nathan Irby, the number 30, Demetrius Phillips.
Demetrius Phillips went to Northwestern High School, and after a year of prep school, he's headed to Fordham, had 8 points and 6 rebounds.
And this is Shane Clark. Gary, we were hoping he could provide some help.
Yeah, and definitely provide some help for the U.S. team in this game with 13 points and 5 rebounds.
Number 40, Vernon Goodridge of Philadelphia with the dunk.
Yeah, Lutheran Christian in Philly headed to Mississippi State.
A lot of dunks in these games. Chad Millard, he's headed to Louisville from the Wooster Academy with Sam. Baltimore wins despite all these highlights. Baltimore comes out and wins the game again.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to Walbrook's Velmar Coleman, who had 11.7 rebounds and 8 assists, playing on the Towson Center floor, and he's on his way to Towson University on scholarship.
Yeah, Paris Carter added 19, 110-107. Baltimore wins that game.
All right, the second game in the Charm City Challenge featured a team of City All-Stars versus a team of Suburban All-Stars. Leading the way for the City team were Dunbar's Deron Edwards and Craig Singletary and Walbrook's Edward Tyson, all members of state championships teams this past season. They took on a team led by Randallstown's Dominic Venable, also part of the state championship team, and Catholic League Co-Player of the Year, Ricky Harris of Calvert Hall.
Yeah, Kelvin Bridgers of Walbrook coached the City team wearing the blue uniforms, and Deron Edwards spots up and knocks down the three. When in doubt, shoot.
That's right. We mentioned he's a member of the state football and basketball championship teams, led the way for the City with 26 points.
County Stars feature some talent of their own. Dominic Venable, who you just
mentioned him at the top, helped Randallstown win a 3A title. 29 points to lead the Suburban All-Stars.
Eddie Green of Walbrook and his dad, Eddie Sr., coaching the county squad. Troy Smith, though, of Douglas with the put down.
Troy Smith played for Rodney Cofield at Douglas, added 20 points to the City. Reginald Holmes also had 20.
Dante Holcomb with the putback, and the City Stars beat the Suburban Stars 121-111.
All right, that's it for this week's edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. From my partner Keith Mills, I'm Sam Davis. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
And we'll leave you with some more hot shots, some of the best high school sports photos from the Sun's photo staff. Have a great week, everybody.
Aircraft on. After a year, we've won the Elite of Lexus Award for customer satisfaction. So if you want to discover a better way to buy, don't run all over the map. Come to the dealer where we underprice and over-deliver every time. Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills. Simply a better way to buy.
Meet Virginia. She'll make sure your strongest connection is with your family, not your phone. For your free Virginia travel guide, call today.
Norm Lewis and the ABC2 News Storm Team works for you.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Sam Davis alongside my co-host, sports anchor here at WABC2, Keith Mills. Keith, welcome to another show.
Yeah, warm weather has finally hit, Sam. We got some great softball, baseball, and lacrosse highlights, and a really excellent feature on Steven Johnson, the senior pitcher from St. Paul's, who's off to a tremendous start. But we're going to start tonight with our Toyota highlights.
Yeah, let's get to our Toyota highlights with this. So we start with one of this week's top matchups in boys lacrosse. 2 of the 6 teams from the MIAA conference that hold down the top 6 spots and 9 in the top 15 poll met on Tuesday. It was number 2 Boys Latin with a 9-1 overall mark and a 3-1 league mark, taking on number 5 Gilman, 6-2 overall and 2-1 in the league.
Yeah, this game played at Boys Latin. The Lakers sporting brand new sport turf, exactly like the field the Ravens play on down at M&T Bank Stadium. In Boys Latin, coached so well by Bobby Shriver, big-time Orioles fan, given the safe sign. Mikel Tejada safe at third. Lakers in white. This goal triggered by goalie Andy Blayhut, and the Lakers get off to a good start.
Yeah, Andy's dad, Walton's lacrosse coach at North County. He gets the Boys Latin fast break started.
And here it is, Connor Larkin to Chris Boland, number 32, to Tad Stanwyck. Goal, Boys Latin.
Yeah, Tad's sister Sheehan played at Georgetown, and Wick and Sheehan both played at Georgetown. He's headed to Brown.
Tad, 2 goals, 2 assists. 3 minutes later, Lakers again. Chris Boland to Brett Weiss. Boland's headed to Hopkins. He had a goal and 2 assists. It was 9-3 in the third quarter. Brooks Matthews and the Greyhounds regroup, score 4 straight. Matt Legg cuts to Scott Thompson, number 22.
Yeah, Scott Tompkins, 2 goals and an assist for Gilman. Matt Legg had 3 goals for Gilman.
Here's one strange play. Griff Shea runs down the loose ball, flips to Scott Tompkins. Andy Blayhut gets a stick on it, but number 2, Matt Legg, puts it back in. It's 9-6 BL late third quarter. It was 9-7. Bobby Shriver's Lakers answer the challenge. Brett Weiss the clear. Shane Walter Hofer, his brother, goes to North Carolina, plays for John Haas. Chris Boland to Andy Kroll, and that's how you draw it up.
Yeah, and that whole play started by Jeremy Miller there.
Yeah, the defenseman, Brett Weiss, 2 goals, 3 assists. Boys Latin wins this early season grudge match 11-8 over at BL. Good win for the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers now 10-1. Gilman now 6-3. All right, Saturday at Hopkins, 4 boys and 4 girls lacrosse teams participate in the Maryland Lacrosse Showdown. Each of the 2 boys and 2 girls games match public schools powers against private school powers. And one of those matchups, number 7 Severna Park, the only public school ranked among the top 11 in the boys lacrosse top 15, took on top-ranked and unbeaten McDonough.
Yeah, interesting matchup here. Jake Reed, the coach of McDonough with this team, played goalie for Maryland back in the mid-70s for Buddy Beardmore. Buddy is the father of this guy, Jimmy Beardmore, who coaches Severna Park. So, boy, two guys that get along, have a lot of respect for each other. But Severna Park simply outgunned on Saturday. McDonough in the white. Jimmy Daly reverses his field and scores.
Yeah, Jimmy Daly off to a nice start. He had 2 goals. Collins Carey led the way for the Eagles with 4 goals and 2 assists.
Odd play here. Travis Reed slips, gets back up. Looks like he's passing to Garrett Shaw, but it ends up in the stick of Porter Curran.
Yes, Severna Park scored the first goal of the game. McDonough scored the next 10 of the half. Travis Reed, 2 goals, 2 assists. Porter Curran had 3 goals.
10-1 at the half. Falcons didn't quit. Shane Conklin to Ben Hunt. Nice feed to Jono Hartman in front.
Yeah, Ben Hunt with a goal and an assist, and he's on his way to North Carolina next season.
Yeah. John Hawes loading up with local players again. McDonough answered Jeremy Sieverts to number 13, Brad Sink, the sophomore midi. McDonough wins 15-3, and Sam preserves that number 1 rank.
Yeah, McDonough 15-0 overall. Severna Park now 5-1. Severna Park, interesting, lost to McDonough 15-4 last season in this matchup, but went on to win the state championship.
Right.
In the other game, St. Paul's beat Delaney 15-4. All right, the Maryland Lacrosse Showdown yesterday at Hopkins also featured 2 girls matchups pitting public school powers against the best from the privates. Top-ranked Mount Hebron off to a 5-0 start and outscoring opponents 123-9. Took on number 13 Roland Park, a team coming off an appearance in the IAMA conference title game last season, but off to just a 2-5 start this season.
Hebron coached now by Brooke Cool, McClellan, and Scott Robinson. They've won 12 state championships. Again, features some outstanding talent. Number 1, Megan Basica spins, shoots, and scores.
Yeah, Megan Basica, a junior midfielder, had 6 goals for the Vikings.
Good first half. Roland Park, though, in white answers. Kara Hitchner to number 13, Taylor Propagande, and she splits the D, and it's 3-2 Mount Hebron, 17:43 left in the half. It was 3-3. Mount Hebron unties it. Jacqueline Giles behind the goal, number 42, and then she scores the goal.
Yeah, Jacqueline Giles with a nice move there, just a sophomore, had a big game with 4 goals and an assist.
Big play coming up here. Meg Taylor, number 20, starts left. Watch the footwork, the crossover. It's 7-4 Hebron with 7:09 left.
Yeah, that goal puts a charge into the Vikings and their coaching staff. Meg Taylor had 2 goals on the day.
Yeah, watch Meg coming off. You see Scott Robinson, Brooke Kuehl, and their whole coaching staff. But Sarah Lavna and Duncan Booth do a good job of keeping the Reds in the game. They cut the lead to 2 here. Shannon Burke to number 24, Barb Seaman, turns and scores.
Another familiar name there, Barb Seaman. She's the daughter of the Towson University coach Tony Seaman. Had 2 goals and an assist for Roland Park.
It was 8-6 Hebron at that. Big play here. And it starts by goalie Karen Nicholas stopping the free shot off Shannon Burke, the outlet to Jackie Doherty.
Yeah, Nicholas had 3 saves and Klein 10 saves for the Reds.
And that leads to this. Number 1, Megan Basica again. It was 10-6 at this point. And how good is this young lady?
Yeah.
You guys did a nice feature on her earlier in the week on her family tree and how she's now playing so well for Hebron. And she dominated this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Kathy Dunn did a real nice job. But Mount Hebron, just unbelievable what they're doing with that program. And 123-9 outscoring opponents coming into this game.
That's pretty good.
And this one going away. All right. Still a lot more action to come on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Up next, our Athletes of the Week, so stick around.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Toyota, moving forward.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price, including the all-new Tacoma, the 2005 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Or lease a Tundra or rugged 4Runner for just $289 a month for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Or get low 2.9% APR financing. Or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota on 4Runners and $1,500 on Tundras. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
This is the operating room of the future at the University of Maryland Medical Center, where renowned surgeons are working with leading technology companies to bring medicine into the 21st century. Here, the largest of heart surgeries are being performed through the smallest of holes. Doctors are performing cardiac microsurgeries once thought impossible. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no, not cool. I did not know you were there. I can change.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's so easy to use. Geico.com. A caveman could do it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that? That is really condescending.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Let's meet this week's Athletes of the Week. This week's female honoree is Carly Martin, a sophomore pitcher for Seton Keogh softball. Carly tossed two hitters in wins over John Carroll, Catonsville, and Mercy. In those 3 wins, she totaled 30 strikeouts. She also swung the bat well with the game-winning triple against Catonsville, and she went 4 for 4 in the win over Mercy. Our male athlete of the week is Donald Scott from Bolingbrook Prep. The senior track performer was key in 4 victories that helped the Thoroughbreds win the Falcons Invitational at Winters Mill. In doing so, Bolingbrook beat 3 top 10 teams, Mount St. Joseph, Glenelg, and host Winters Mill. Donald accounted for 40 of Bolingbrook's 122 points. He took the 100-meter dash in 10.95 seconds and the 200 in 22.49 seconds. He also ran in the Thoroughbreds winning 400 and 800-meter relay teams. Congratulations to Carly and Donald. Unfortunately, Donald could not make it here, but we're happy to have Carly here. Carly, congratulations and welcome to Replay.
Thank you.
Your first time here. We're going to take it slow, okay?
Okay.
All right. Carly, let's talk about Seton Keogh softball, and let's go back a couple of weeks to the wins over John Carroll, Catonsville, and Mercy. A great week that you had there, pitching all those games, 2 hitters in each one. You said particularly the Catonsville game stood out for you. You beat a rival from your 12 younger team, 12 and under team, Amanda Feifel for Catonsville, and you also had the triple that won that game. Talk to us about your performance in that game and why you played so well.
Well, it was mostly like teamwork. We had a lot of good plays towards the end of the game. We had a couple rough plays, but we came through at the end and in the game.
Now, Seton Keogh's off to a great start, 6-1 overall, 5-1 in the league. A bit surprising for a team that did return some players from last season, but only won just 3 games last season. You've also already doubled your win total this season. Talk to us about what's going well for Seton Keogh to really turn things around.
I think we're just focused more on this year. We want to win a lot more this year. Like last year, we kind of took it a little easier, but this year we really want to come back and beat everybody. Okay,
let's move ahead and we can talk about this past week. Obviously, Athlete of the Week was for a couple of weeks ago, but this past week, you guys had a pretty good week. On Wednesday, you knocked off number 3 Spalding 5-3. You pitched in that game. How big a win was that for the confidence of a Seton Keogh team that right now is ranked number 15, but the lowest of the 4 other teams, the 3 other teams that are in the same league, the IAMA conference?
I think like beating Spalding was big. We were so ready for that game that day. And we'd come see each other in school all day saying, I'm really excited for this game. I really want to beat this girl. There's girls on that team that some of us know, and really wanted to beat them.
Okay. Carly, you've played for a team in the summers called the DC Senators to continue to improve as a softball player. A lot of folks might not be familiar with that team. Tell us a little bit about that program and how you became a part of it.
Well, it started as a kind of a small program, and me and my friend, we went and played for them one tournament, and then we played for the Maryland Magic all year. And after that season, we came back to the Senators. And this is my 3rd year with them. And we've been pretty competitive. We traveled to, Virginia, Maryland. We've gone to Florida twice, and once for the Winter World Series. We've gone to Florida for Summer World Series. Okay, well, quite a lot of traveling with that team, right? And you're a sophomore, so you'll continue to work out with that team probably this coming summer and at least one more summer, right? Right. Great, Carly. Thank you for being here on Replay. We really appreciate it. Good luck to you and the Gators for the rest of the season. All right. Thank you.
All right, great. Stick around. When we come back, we've got baseball highlights.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price. Lease Corollas and Camrys for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Corollas, $179 a month. Camrys, just $199 a month. Or choose low 3.9% APR financing. Or take $500 cash back from Toyota on Corollas and $750 on Camrys. Check out the all-new Avalon and hot Prius hybrids. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
At At the University of Maryland Medical Center, acclaimed neurologists and neurosurgeons are treating advanced Parkinson's disease with a revolutionary new procedure. In the operating room of the future, surgeons navigate the deepest regions of the brain to provide major symptom relief with minimum side effects. And it's all happening here, where the future of medicine is just around the corner. University of Maryland Medicine, the miracle of it all.
So, here's the one you saw on Cars.com. It's silver with alloy wheels and a bed liner.
Give me 5, man. Up high. Can you wiggle it? Wiggle what? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's all right, we'll work on it.
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact the dealer.
Can you bird it? Can you do the bird?
Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
So, what do you think? In the time it takes to take out the trash, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Let's get campy.
New clothes are fun, but they won't save you money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
Our Villa Julie for the record honoree this week is Walbrook basketball senior guard Belmar Coleman. In last weekend's Charm City Challenge at Towson University, Coleman led the Baltimore All-Stars to a 110-107 win over the U.S. All-Stars. His 11 points, 7 boards, and 8 assists earned Coleman the game's MVP award. Coleman, who led Walbrook to a state title this past season, will be playing for the Towson University Tigers next year. All right, back to our highlights in baseball action. Friday at Old Mill, the number 2 Patriots hosted number 9 Severna Park in a pivotal Anne Arundel County League game. Old Mill, Severna Park had won 7 in a row after starting the season with 2 losses. Falcons were also 5-0 in the county, while Old Mill came in at 6-1 overall and 3-1 in the county.
And Mel Montgomery's Patriots always tough at home in Millersville. Old Mill pitcher Jason Balmer the start versus Sammy Shekels of Severna Park. Balmer gets Jonathan Locke to end the Falcons' third here.
Jason Balmer had 10 strikeouts, pitched into the 7th with a 2-1 lead.
Severna Park 7th, down 2-1. Andrew Ferris. His dad Dave played a Northeast High for Harry Lentz. Single to center. Dave Sells and Chris Crum score. It's 3-2 Severna Park.
Yeah, nice game by Andrew Ferris. 3 hits on the day. The Falcons banged out 15 hits in the game.
You see the celebration there. 3 batters later. Alex Buckholz in for Old Mill. Matt Long will bloop one to right field. Andrew Ferris falls in front of the outfielder. Andrew Ferris, Tim Keaton score, part of a 4-run 7th inning, and Jim McCandless's Falcons with a 5-2 lead. Bottom 7th, 2 outs. Old Mill's Tim McMullen versus Sammy Shekels. Solo home run to left. It's 5-3.
Yeah, Tim's father, Tim Sr., just inducted into the Maryland Coaches Hall of Fame. He just retired from Broadneck High School.
And of course he was at Brooklyn Park before that was my high school.
That's right, yeah, there's the Brooklyn Parkman.
Now, Derek Harris blooped to right, falls in. Jason Balmer, Alex Buckholz score, ties the game at 5.
Yeah, both teams scored runs in the 8th, 6-6 heading into the 9th.
Severna Park 9th, bases loaded, 2 runs in. Chris Crum unloads them. Bases clearing double. Britton Quayle, Evan Richter, Dave Sells score, 11-6 Severna Park.
Yeah, Chris Crum, all-Metro third baseman, had 2 doubles for Crum. Falcons with 12 of their 15 hits in the last 3 innings.
Jim McCandless's Falcons win 11-6. They are now 8-2, and that is that's a great high school game. Back and forth.
Yeah.
And normally you'd say whoever had the last at-bats would win, but Severna Park was a visiting team.
Yeah, that
great
team
win for them.
is rolling. Worth mentioning again, started the season with 2 losses, have won 8 in a row. They are on fire. All right, earlier this week, St. Paul's pitcher Steve Johnson recorded his 29th career victory as the Crusaders beat number 11 Mount St. Joe 2-0. Johnson tossed a 2-hitter against the Gales and has also thrown a no-hitter and 2 one-hitters this season. Our Candace McCrae caught up with the area's hottest hurler to talk about his career.
Senior Steven Johnson has been striking batters out since he started pitching. In his 4th season with the Crusaders, Steven is striving to lead his team to their 3rd state title in 4 years.
I do love the game. Now that I've played it, and I've played it for a bunch of years, I love to play it, and I always want to play it. And I do love it.
Steve started playing t-ball when he was just 3 years old, following in the footsteps of his father, former Orioles pitcher Dave Johnson. Dave is now the assistant coach on his son's team.
It was great to be able to walk away from the game and then also be able to be involved in a high level of baseball through, with my son ever since. So it's been, I guess it's kind of filled that niche that I had playing myself and then being able to coach him at a high level.
Over 50 scouts were in attendance when St. Paul's took on McDonough. Stephen tied a state record with 20 strikeouts. Each pitch 90 to 91 miles per hour.
It was a time for him to shine. It was like he can either, buckle under the pressure or rise to the occasion and put himself on the map, and I think he did the latter.
In 2004, Stephen played on the Aflac All-American team with 20 of the top pitchers in the country. His team won the championship.
My dad always says that I'm better than he ever was, which is kind of funny, because he played in the majors. When I first started, I was always, the son of Dave Johnson. Now everyone just thinks of me as Steve Johnson just because of what I've done.
Stephen is a possible first or second round draft pick. He also has a scholarship to Boston College. His father knows all too well the importance of proper guidance.
If there's one thing I can teach him is how to handle the negativity and the struggles.
Coach Paul Bernstorff is impressed by Stephen's progress.
Oh, it's been a blast. I mean, when you have a kid as talented as he is, that comes to practice every single day, ready to work out, wants to learn, it's a dream. I mean, you want all your kids to be like that. And he's a great role model for the other kids to watch. He's outstanding. He swings the bat well. He's sitting over 400 right now. In his career here, he's played second, short, and third, and first already. We haven't asked him to go to the outfield, but he can play anywhere.
Baseball great Ken Griffey Jr. followed in the steps of his father. Stephen hopes to do the same.
Not every kid gets that, and I think that I'm pretty lucky having that, and it's really helped me. I mean, he's taught me, the mechanics that got him there. He knows what it takes to get there. He knows the heart that it took to get there, and he knows how hard it was. And he's told me that. And I think not everyone knows exactly how hard it is to get there. And I think now that I know that, it just makes me, work a little bit harder.
I want him to live his career through himself and just being a proud dad and being able to be with him and just guide him and put him in the right direction. And he's going to make his own mistakes and have his own triumphs, but I'm there in case he stumbles a little bit to be able to put him in the right direction.
Stephen is working very hard to increase his speed. Whether it be Boston College or the pros, Steve has a bright future.
My dream is to play Major League Baseball. That would just be amazing. I can't really explain it, but that's all I want to do, and I just really hope I get there.
Saying one thing real quick, he is one of maybe the most polished high school pitcher that I've seen around here in a long, long time. Yeah. Moose Haas, a lot of those guys that have come through. And he knows how to pitch as well as anybody. And I think he's going to get a chance one day to pitch in the big
league. I think he's on that, that Gavin Floyd past couple of years, you're going to see, 2-3 years, you'll see this kid, pitching in the pros.
No question.
Yeah. All right, back to our highlights. Softball, number 15, Seton Keogh began the week with the lowest ranking among the 4 IAAMA conference teams ranked in the top 15. Wednesday, the Gators pulled a big upset, beating number 3 Spalding 5-3 to improve to 6-1 overall and 5-0 in the league. Friday, Seton Keogh looked to pull off another upset when it traveled to number 10 IND, which started the week with a loss to Spalding.
And IND loaded with talent, loaded with pitching. Send out number 12, Colleen Mathis to the mound, top of the first. Keogh, though, runners at first and second. Jordan Kovacs back to Colleen Mathis to end the inning.
Yeah, Colleen Mathis, 7-inning complete game, 3-hitter. Also had a big base hit in this one.
Jackie Boswell, the coach at Seton Keogh, countered with number 16. You just heard her, just met her, Carly Martin. Oh, and she was on her game early.
Yeah, good-looking athlete of the week, in control early. That was Jessica Vitak. She got there. Carly had 10 Ks, pitched a no-hitter into the 6th inning.
It was scoreless in the bottom of the 6th. Rebecca Nicely singles. Pinch runner Mara Hoff steals second and then comes all the way around the score on 2 errors.
Yeah, IND managed just 3 hits. Keogh made 4 errors, and they proved costly.
Courtney O'Hara walked. Amanda Ward singled. Colleen Mathis up the middle. Courtney O'Hara scores, and the bad throw allows Amanda Ward to score as well.
Yeah, all part of a 4-run, 6-inning that would prove to be the difference as Colleen Mathis goes on to close it out.
Yeah, in the 7th, Courtney Zalonis batting, grounds to short. Jessica Veacock to Stephanie Petrides, and IND wins a big one, 4-0. Again, scoreless going into the 6th, and IND finds a way to get 4 against Carly Martin, and that's not easy.
No, it's not. All right, stay with us. When we come back, we've got more.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price, including the all-new Tacoma, the 2005 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Or lease a Tundra or rugged 4Runner for just $289 a month for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Or get low 2.9% APR financing. Or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota on 4Runners and $1,500 on Tundras. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
There's a cancer center in Maryland that's leading the way in the fight against cancer. Here, specialists take a minimally invasive approach to treatment so patients can get on with their lives. And researchers and physicians are working together to give individuals the most advanced treatment options, some of which are only available here, where hope is a way of life. The University of Maryland Greenebaum Cancer Center.
There it is, the one from Cars.com.
So do you take them everywhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I hired them for the day. Big moment, you know?
Finding the car you want feels pretty good. Cars.com can help. Research, locate, even contact a dealer. Find the right car for you. Cars.com.
Find Cars.com through BaltimoreSun.com, your local car connection.
Honey, does this make me look fat?
You betcha.
In the time it takes to pull out the sleeper sofa, you could save hundreds on car insurance. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Can your glue do this or this? Wonder Glue can, but it won't save you any money on car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Why haven't you called Geico?
For results and schedules and anything else you want to know about high school sports, go to the Sun's website at www.baltimoresun.com.
And if you'd like to contact us here at the show, you can email us at replay@baltimoresun.com. Sam, one other note on Steve Johnson. He's pitching later today, and Joe Jordan, the new Orioles scouting director, is going to be checking him out with Dean Albany, the Orioles scouting director in this area. So it should be kind of interesting.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, because we couldn't get Gavin Floyd, couldn't get Texera. Wouldn't it be great if things worked out where Steve Johnson could pitch here in Baltimore like his dad?
I know Dave would like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dave and Tara.
All right, that's it for this week's edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. From my partner Keith Mills, I'm Sam Davis. Thanks for watching.
We're going to leave you with a look at some hot shots, some of the best high school sports photos from the Sun's photo staff.
the passionate pursuit of perfection is taken to a whole new level. Lexus of Towson.
The Sunday Sun. Who, what, when, where, and why. It delivers light for all and something for everyone. Get home delivery Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for only $1.50 a week for 26 weeks. Call 1-877-BUY-A-SUN.
Do you suffer with an illness or injury that prevents you from working? You may be entitled to Social Security disability or SSI benefits. Hi, I'm Tim Maring. I've been helping people get disability benefits for almost 20 years. If you're unable to work because of an injury or illness, call me, Tim Maring. I will help you get the benefits that you need, and I will personally handle your case. Call me at 1-800-881-6011.
My husband and I are constantly on the go, what with work and shuttling the kids between ballet and soccer practice. Come on, kids. It's hard to find time to care for our lawn.
It's easy to overlook your lawn when you lead a busy life. That's where Scott's Lawn Service can help. Hi, I'm Ashton Ritchie with the Scott's Company. Just because you don't have the time doesn't mean you can't have a great lawn. Just give Scott's Lawn Service a call. A Scott's specialist will inspect your lawn and design a program specifically suited to its needs. And we apply Scott's proven products to your lawn. With Scott's Lawn Service, you'll never again face lawn problems alone. And of course, Scott's Lawn Service is guaranteed. You don't sign any contract, and you can stop the service at any time. Give Scott's Lawn Service a call. Get the convenience of a lawn service and the confidence of knowing it's Scott's.
For a free, no-obligation lawn analysis, call now 800-554-7900. That's 800-554-7900.
Customers come to Len Stoller Lexus from the Washington area, Western Maryland, and the Eastern Shore, even from Pennsylvania, because the word is out. You save more on a Lexus at Len Stoller Lexus. And year after year, we've won the Elite of Lexus Award for customer satisfaction. So if you want to discover a better way to buy, don't run all over the map. Come to the dealer where we underprice and over-deliver every time. Len Stoller Lexus and Owings Mills, simply a better way to buy.
Thursday at 11. Someone could steal your identity just by being next to you. ABC 2 News investigator Tisha Thompson reveals the risks of keychain cards, how to protect your personal information after Primetime Live, Thursday on The Latest at 11. Norm Lewis and the ABC 2 News Storm Team works for you.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Sam Davis, alongside me my co-host Keith Mills, sports anchor here at ABC2. Keith, welcome to another show.
Good to be here. Tremendous softball game, Sam, between North County and Severna Park this week. Broadneck and Severna Park boys and girls go at it in lacrosse. Mount Hebron wins another tournament. So let's go right to the Toyota highlights.
Yeah, all right, let's begin with our Toyota highlights. It's been a tough season so far for the St. Mary's boys lacrosse team heading into their matchup on Friday against number 3 Boys Latin. The Saints had won just 1 of 9 games. Still, the Saints tried to play the role of spoiler against the Lakers team with a 12-1 record and already guaranteed a spot in the MIAA conference playoffs.
Yeah, Matt Hogan, former assistant at Navy, now the St. Mary's coach. Of course, Bobby Shriver, the longtime coach at Boys Latin, with another solid team. The Lakers in red, all part of a tremendous first half. St. Mary's, number 19, Christian Pastirik the shot. It's stopped by Andy Blayhut. That starts the Boys Latin fast break. Connor Larkin to number 37, Brian Farrell.
Yeah, watch Farrell here. He's going to fake the pass. His shot hits Pete Stewart, and the helmet goes out of bounds.
That'll wake you up in the first quarter. Let me tell you what. Pete Stewart, just a freshman, 20 saves for St. Mary's, but not on this one. Tad Stanwyck to Chris Bolin, number 32.
Yeah, Chris Bolin, 1 goal and 4 assists. Big game for the junior, eventually headed to Hopkins.
Yeah, his brother Kevin went there. Matt Hogan's club down 3-1. They battled back. Christian Pastirik uses the screen. Now watch this, great angle in this shot. And if you're Andy Blayhut, you get screened by your own defenseman. Man, wicked shot by Pasterik. 3-2 Boys Latin. Then maybe the play of this game. Number 14, Brian White, in the white of St. Mary's with the steal, and then he goes off, man, and he is gone. Looks like Secretariat running around. The Christian Pasterik. It's 4-3 Boys Latin second quarter.
Yeah, Pasterik on the finish there. He scored 2 goals for St. Mary's. This would be the Saints' last goal of the game, however.
For our younger fans, it should be Smarty Jones. Big play inside a minute. Andrew Kroll to number 14, Davey Malera. Show you how to do it.
Yeah, Malera's only goal of the game. Brett Weiss led Boys Latin, though, with 4 goals.
And here's one of them. Boys Latin rips off 7 straight. Chris Boland, great feed to number 20, Brett Weiss. Boys Latin busts loose in the second half and wins 11-3.
Yeah, and they improved to 13-1, like I said, on their way to the MIAA conference playoffs. All right, just 2 Anne Arundel County public schools are ranked among the boys lacrosse top 15. Tuesday, the 2 teams met as number 9 Savannah Park traveled to number 10 Broadneck.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry, a packed house at Broadneck High School. Fierce Anne Arundel County matchup. Jimmy Beardmore led the Falcons to the state championship last year. His dad, Buddy, coached Maryland to 2 national championships in the 1970s. Broadneck, 4-time state champs under Coach Clay White. Savannah Park in the blue came out smoking. Number 18, Ben Hunt, dodging and dodging. Great feed to number 10, Jono Hartman.
Yeah, Ben Hunt headed to North Carolina next fall to play for Coach John House.
And he was magnificent in this game. It's 3-0 Ben Hunt to screen and roll to Cortland Fudge.
Ben Hunt, 6 assists, added 2 goals. Cortland Fudge, one of 9 different Savannah Park players who scored in this game.
5-0 second quarter. Mike Gavodston kept it that way with a big save.
Yeah, Mike Gavodston, an oral commitment to play at Johns Hopkins next year, had 13 saves.
Finally, Broadneck ends the shutout early second quarter. Great play here from Brandon Rowe, number 15. His father, Bart, played baseball at the Naval